Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Strange, the newest film in Marvel's cinematic universe. I believe this is like the 14th film, 13th or 14th film in their cinematic universe. And I gotta say, I've enjoyed every Marvel Cinematic Universe film to date, ever since the first Iron Man. Yeah, I like some more than others. Maybe I'll do a top 10 one day again. And because my list has changed drastically since the last time I did one. I will say that this movie is a nice fit once again into this universe. Marvel, what can I say, knocks it out of the park all the time. So let's get talking about some of these things that I liked and didn't like right now. So first of all, I will say that, Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange is great. He's everything that you expect him to be, and maybe even a little bit more. And like I said, I wasn't expecting him to have this American accent. And then I find out when we went to go see the 15-minute preview, me and my brother, I was actually surprised that they let him do an American accent instead of his regular British accent, because I never heard Benedict Cumberbatch without his British accent before. But you know what? You don't get distracted by it because he's such a great actor to begin with. All these actors are really great that, you just get right into it and you easily forget that, oh yeah, that's right, he's British. You only remember that afterwards, after the movie's over. So he does a really great job, as well as Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordo. If you are a fan of the comics, you know a lot about this character. I won't spoil it here, but I will say that I think by the end of the film, you'll know where this character is going and you'll be pleasantly happy with what to expect from him in upcoming films. I really enjoyed Benedict Wong a lot as, funny enough, Wong. And I thought he had some really funny moments, especially when he was teaching Benedict or Doctor Strange about magic and the library, the books that were all there and all that. He had a lot of funny moments, and he can be pretty badass sometimes too. A character that definitely got a lot of controversial things because a lot of people felt it was whitewashing was Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. And I will say that I actually really liked her character and where she went throughout the film. And I think a lot of people will be happy with the choice. I understand why some fans were upset at first, but believe me, this take, I think, needed to be this way. I don't think it needed to be, but I still think it was a really good choice. I think she's such a talented actress, and putting a female in that role, we do need a little bit more female roles in these movies. And if you think about it, there was only one female role if you didn't have Tilda Swinton there. So I think having her there made the movie feel a little bit more diverse in terms of casting, because the love interest, who was played by Rachel McAdams, she played the character Christine Palmer. I thought she was a little bit underused, personally. I don't know how other people feel about her character. I thought she was great, and when she was there, it was really nice. I liked her chemistry between Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought they both felt like they could have been a really good romantic couple, and maybe not up there with Pepper Potts and Tony Stark, or even Steve Rogers, or Peggy Carter, or Sharon Carter, either one. But I did feel they were a better couple than Jane Foster and Thor, let's put it that way. But unfortunately, I felt we didn't get enough of her. I thought she was there for a few scenes here and there, more towards the end, because she disappears for a while in the beginning and then maybe shows up like half an hour, 40 minutes later for more helping out at the end. But yeah, I felt she was a little underused. Another character I felt was a little underused was the main villain. played by Mads Mikkelsen. I felt his character, Kelsilis, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I felt he was a little underused. No, I actually felt he was very underused. And usually I disagree with people when people say, they think a lot of the Marvel villains are a little weak, like, Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy, or Malekith from Thor the Dark World. I actually like those villains. This villain, I don't hate him, but I don't love him. He's like, to me, this is a forgettable villain. Because that's how much underused I thought he was. I thought he was just there to be the thorn in Strange's side, you know what I mean? So I was really disappointed with this villain. This is the first, aside from the Mandarin, this is the first real villain that I feel was really wasted. I thought Mads Mikkelsen did a great job. I just felt the villain wasn't the best part about this movie, not even close. So Marvel, that is something they need to work on. But I think there is potential for some other villains that I won't spoil that could be better down the road, that they could make up for. So that we're going to have to wait and see. Overall, I think the visuals are really amazing to look at this movie. If you go to this movie and see it for the visuals, you will not be disappointed. There were some pretty crazy ass special effects going on in this movie. I was like amazed throughout this. I wanted to like slow things down and see how some of these things were happening. It was like a mind trip. If you go to this movie high, you're gonna have a great time. I'm telling you now. Go smoke up some weed, go out there, have fun, because damn, this movie has some really impressive visuals for potheads. Okay, I wasn't high and I was still blown away. Of course, just like every other Marvel movie, there are some Easter eggs and some end credit scenes that will please fans. Specifically, one scene that sets up an upcoming Marvel movie, maybe a year from now. That's all I'll say on that. And so, stay after the credits and check that out. There are very minor Easter eggs throughout the film, I'd say. So if you are someone that likes to look for stuff like that to the grand Marvel Cinematic Universe, it is not too much on that. But this movie is definitely more of a self-contained story. It's definitely about this one character. But that's what it needs to be. It shouldn't cram in references to the larger cinematic universe just for the sake of references. They do it naturally, just the way it should be, and just the way I think Marvel learned from Iron Man 2, because that was a major complaint from that movie, was that movie felt like a commercial for the Avengers, where this movie, maybe they have 2 or 3 references to the grander Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's about it. So, and I think it works fine, because they didn't need to place any more than that, because the story didn't serve it. With that being said, guys, I'm going to be giving Marvel's Doctor Strange a 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It didn't quite make my top 10. It almost did. I think there's still a lot of other Marvel films that I really enjoyed more. But then again, like I said, I feel like all of Marvel's films are really great, that it's really hard for me. They're like Pixar for me. It's really hard for me to put them all in the top 10, And I really like the movies that are not in my top 10 too. Like Captain America, The First Avenger is my least favorite Marvel movie. But even that movie, I really enjoy. I go back, rewatch it so many times. I still enjoy it. I think Marvel has just such a great amount of films that it's hard to pick your favorites, and it's hard to rank them. And then when you realize you're leaving one out of the top 10, it's like, man, I really wanted to put that up there, but I can't because I like these films a little bit better. So it's not the best Marvel movie to me, but it definitely is worth checking out, just like every Marvel film is. It's a fun time. at the theater. It adds on to the legacy of this universe, and it's just a great film all around. Go check it out. It's a great spectacle, and you won't be disappointed, especially if you like all the Marvel movies. And if you are someone that's getting tired of superhero films, check this one out because it is very different. Marvel, I think, is aware that people are feeling this superhero fatigue, so they're trying to change things up with every new character they introduce. You look at Ant-Man, you look at Guardians of the Galaxy. These are characters that are completely different from the characters they originally had with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. These newer characters are offering something new to look at, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, there might be some same beats here and there, but they do try to change it up enough to make it feel different enough. So go check it out. Great film. I'm ending it here, guys. Like this video if you agree with me. Comment below if you've seen the film. Tell me what you guys thought. Like this video. I think I just said that. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, guys, take care.